Hello YouTube family, and welcome into one of the exciting videos that we YouTubers get to do, which is the Sephora VIB sale. I know that many of you look forward to this as I do because you really don't have a lot of extra funds. So I want to step right into the video and the products because I have about 35 items, and yes, that's a lot, but I feel like it's important for me to show you what I really like because I don't buy a lot of things from Sephora. Even though I'm Rouge and I do keep up with that, the only things that I buy at Sephora are the things that aren't available at Ulta. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to go really quickly through a couple of items that have been talked about to death, so I'm not going to mention them for too long. It is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is one of their newer palettes that I think is fantastic. They completely knocked it out of the park. There is such a variety of looks you can get in here. If you want that pop of color, it's in here. If you want to stay neutral, you got it. So you can really do so many gorgeous looks with this palette. I love the formulation of it. It blends like a dream. It wears like a dream. It is up to Urban Decay standards up there. So I would highly recommend that palette. I really do love it. Same thing with Tarte. Normally Tarte doesn't like really catch me because I just I'm not that crazy about the things that they've put out in the past. But this new one, this is called Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. And I love the packaging on it because it has that adorable glitter on there. And of course, it's pinkish purple, so I'm going to love it. But these colors in here kind of really speak to me as well. There are so many reviews about this palette, and I think that it is well deserved in its praise because even though the palette really tends towards the maroon and pink hue, they threw in a couple of others like this pretty copper right here. Just think that color is so pretty. Even though it tends to be a teeny tiny bit on the pink side, it still throws itself over to that copper side, and then it has this huge, very saturated chocolate brown, which I just think is so beautiful. So this palette I do think as well is worth the money. One of the things that I like to talk about on the Sephora VIB sale, that is the Viseart palettes. I only have two, the Nuance palette and the Amethyst palette in the little Theory palettes, which are the 6 pans. I think that these are so incredibly beautiful. They have such a beautiful texture, and they just, they're on another level for eyeshadows. I think I might go ahead and pick up another one of these Theory palettes in a different color just to see, you know, about that. But I really do love having that, used it a lot. And as much as I like purples, I can highly recommend it if you're a purple girl. So Becca has a specific to Sephora highlighter. This one is the one called Prismatic Amethyst, and I really do like this as a highlighter. It is in the pan, it doesn't look much like anything, and it really doesn't look like it is any sort of amethyst, and it really doesn't come across like that either. It is quite light, but it really is a pretty highlighter on anybody that has fair to medium skin. It is just one of those ones that sits on the skin without giving too much texture, and definitely has a pretty glow to it. I've been talking a lot about texture on my channel. One of the things I want to mention is from Pretty Vulgar, and this is called Make Me Blush, and the color is Blush Flush. And this color, I really fell in love with this color when I got it. I don't really lean towards those super peachy blushes normally, but this one really caught my eye, and I have been enjoying it so much, been enjoying wearing it. It's very soft blush, and there is a bit of kick up, so be careful with that. Load your brush, make sure you tap it off, but the pigment goes a very long way too. I would highly recommend that one as well. Highly recommend all of this. So the next thing I want to talk about are finishing powders. The Givenchy powder is called Prism Libre. It is a matte finish and enhanced radiant loose powder 4-in-1 harmony. So what it is, there are 4 chambers in here with different colors in here. There is a pink, a like more lavender pink, a peach, and a cream color that is in here. And then you swirl all those together. They come out all at once. You swirl all those together, and this is a little bit more of it's a loose powder that has a little bit more dryness to it. But I like it in the summer because it really brightens up my look. You can't even really tell what it is, but it really does brighten up my look without giving me like any texture issues. It is a luxury powder. It feels very soft. I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for a finishing powder. This one I would not set my makeup with. This is their real mascara from Benefit, and this mascara to me has been my all-time favorite. I continue to love it. I continue to wear it. Right now I've been trying some other mascaras and I've just been disappointed and let down by them. So I will recommend that one to you 100% over the roller lash every time. Just my personal preference. There's so many people that do love the roller lash. This one just gives me volume. It gives me length. It gives the staying power that I like. It is the only one that I will wear on my bottom lashes unless I'm wearing a waterproof, because it does not budge. It doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to recommend that one all day long when I do. The Marc Jacobs highliners, they are so pretty. There is the red one, and of course I will list below all of these colors. This red one, when I first got it, I thought, oh, that is not going to work for me, but I'm telling you, it makes the most beautiful, the most beautiful smudgy eye look. And that's what's nice about these. They're very creamy gel formula, and they definitely can make just some of the most pretty smoked out liners ever. But they go on so well, and you let them just sit there for a while and they will set down, and that's going to be budge proof, smudge proof all day long wear. Not in your waterline, but definitely on your bottom lash line or your top, whichever you're going to use. These are my three favorite colors. This one on the bottom is kind of a violet berry color, and then this bright royal blue, and then that red. Love those. From Sephora, they're gel lip liners. I love these things. They're so creamy and they're so pretty. There's two colors here that I really love. I think one's rum raisin and the other one is bellflower. Bellflower is obviously the purple one, but I do love those. They are a really good price point, and when you get them on the sale, they're even better. This just says 014, and I think it says OMG, but I'm not sure. So it's from Bite Beauty. I really like this one, particularly because it's still got that creaminess to it, but it's dry enough that it really leaves the line all day long without, you know, transferring very much. So I really do love these from Bite Beauty. They are a pricey little number, but they are what they are. This is from NARS, and this is the Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. And I'm not going to say what the color of it is called. I will list it below. It's raunchy, and I'm not going to say it, but I am wearing this one today as my lip liner, and really do think this particular color is very pretty. And then what I've done on the top of that is I've used this color from Smashbox, and this is one of their Be Legendary lipsticks, and this is called Pretty Social, and it is the most pretty color of just light pink. And these two paired together are one of my very favorite pairings in the whole world. They're just gorgeous. And then on top of that, I took the Surratt Beauty. This is their lip glosses, and this one is in Coquette. And I just topped that in the middle and just made a very pretty color. This doesn't have a super amount of color on its own. It's a lot like the Marc Jacobs Sugar. Yeah, it's got a ton of shimmer and sheen. So pretty. Okay, two more lipsticks. These are from Urban Decay. The first one is Back Talk, and the second one is Violet. They are gorgeous, you guys. Okay, this one is Back Talk. This is so pretty in a purpley, just, oh my gosh, it is one of the prettiest colors. If you love wearing plums, if you love wearing purples, mauves, it's so pretty. This one is called Violet, and it is that on that side of a purplish pink color too, but it's very, very saturated, and it throws that rose and bright and pretty on the days that I'm wearing a little bit more subdued eye. I love wearing that one. I want to show you, I was just wiping my hand off with a makeup wipe, and that is those Marc Jacobs highliners. I went over it. It wouldn't come off. Everything else came off my hand, but that didn't come off. Okay, Hourglass. You're going to hear everybody talk about Hourglass in these. Hourglass is only sold at Sephora. You're going to hear everybody talk about this setting powder. There's a reason. It's beautiful setting powder. It is Not really on the super dry side, and their ambient light powders, it seems a little bit like this. Like it has that tiny bit of glow in it. So if you're looking for a new setting powder, that's one you might try. Their primer, and this is so pretty. I think it's called Veil Mineral or something like that. And it's the prettiest primer. I have all of these products on today. If I could fit them on my face, I got them all on right now. So it's what I'm using. I really like it as a primer. I feel like it fills in those pores, but it has this just beautiful slip to it across the skin, and it makes the skin look and feel that way too. I do highly recommend this. However, it is really, really expensive. The Sephora tape. This is a tape that I use to make that very straight line on my eyes. Recommend this 100%. I'm picking up an extra for sure, so I don't run out of that. There is also, today I am wearing the Laura Mercier new foundation that is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation, and then her Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. The concealer is in 2N, but these two together have been so pretty on my skin. I am wearing them today. I used my creaseless concealer and my Maybelline Master Camo color corrector. It is a really good concealer. It is a little bit more on the emollient side. It's not going to give you that dry down effect like Shape Tape does, but it's not as emollient as the creaseless. So this is actually kind of somewhere in between. The reason that I don't wear this without my creaseless concealer is it doesn't quite give me enough coverage. But with that corrector and the creaseless, it does a really, really good job. Now, if you don't have dark circles from hell, I know I say that phrase all the time, but I do. I have dark circles from hell. If you don't have that, then you're going to really, really like this one. I think it's a beautiful concealer. And I think I just found the name of this. 3N1 Buff. That's what the color of the foundation is. Love this foundation. It took very little to completely cover my face. I want to definitely recommend to you the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. It's the Omega Bronze. This is the Coconut Perfect Tan Limited Edition. It's not limited edition anymore. I have used this and used this and used this, and I feel like I have hardly made a dent in it. It has that same coconutty smell that is in the Physicians formula. This, though, I like a little bit better because I feel like this is the perfect balance between warm and cool, a bronzer and a contour that if I needed either one out of here, I could do that. So I just think that this is a fabulous product. That pan is gargantuan. You're hardly ever going to have to buy another one. So I do recommend that one. Another thing that I recommend while the sale is on is go ahead into Sephora and look at those fragrance samplers. If you feel like you cannot ever afford a fragrance, this is what I want to tell you. Go get one of those because usually they're $65 to $80 depending on which ones you're looking at. I got this one. This is the Caroline Herrera Good Girl. I love this pretty packaging that they have on here. I think it's so pretty, but the fragrance of it is what is just absolutely gorgeous. I could spray this on myself every day, all day long, and love it. But what I mean about looking to see which ones you like, you get the you get it for $65, then you get the 20% off of that. So you're getting about $13 off of that. And then you get a full size one of these. This is how I buy all of my perfumes. I wait until these sales come around and then bam, I am on it. I love that so much. I don't have very many skincare items in here. I have 3. This is my Sephora, and I need to get another one of these, so I'm glad. This is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. This big daddy is only $14, lasts me at least a year, sometimes longer. If you have problems taking off any sort of waterproof eye makeup, this is your friend. Go get one. You will not be disappointed in any way. This is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. I love, this is the Intense Therapy, and I love this. I absolutely love this. I use this as my night cream. I am going to get the one that is the night cream, but this is a huge tub. It's lasting me for a very long time. It's actually the 12-ounce tub. I really am falling in love with First Aid Beauty's products. I think they are so good. Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold mask. If you have dry skin and you feel like your skin is lackluster, this is going to be really good for you. I got mine, there was 5 of these, and I got mine for I think $75. I know that the bigger one is on this one is $80. So if you can get it in the set, you're better off, or find a set of some sort. But this is my favorite mask ever. I love this mask. We just talked about Marc Jacobs and that coconut bronzer. This is his coconut highlighter, the cream one. And it is so pretty. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then in one of my videos recently, I talked about the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. And this one is in the color Moonlight. And this is my favorite color that they have in this, but it's so pretty as well. The texture on the two, this one, the coconut one, feels a little bit lighter, not as far as the color, just the texture. And then the Custom Enhancer Drops, wow, you guys, look at me beam. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you about, I think that's it. Let me make sure I've got everything off of this table. This is from Cover FX. This is the Illuminating Setting Spray. I put this one on actually as a finishing spray. I don't do this as my setting spray. It is such a fine mist, but that gives you the most beautiful glow to your face. Okay, I think I got through everything. That was a lot. And you did enjoy the video. I talked really fast and I went really fast, but everything will be listed below so that you guys can make sure that you get that. Love you. Talk to you in my next video. Please give it a thumbs up. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.